What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
My name is Jim.
It's trophy list time. We've got a rather goated list coming up for you. Let's do this. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a look at Entrepreneur 9535. A lot of you probably won't know them by this name in the community. They are Master, so that's probably a bit more familiar to you. Yeah, unbelievable gamer. So we've got some absolutely unbelievable games to have a look at today. I'm very, very excited, and of course, haven't done one of these for a little while now, so even more excited to jump back in and do what I enjoy doing. Before we get on with the stats, thank you to my patrons and channel members. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now, on with the good stuff. Trophy level 577. Master has 12,492 total trophies with 286 platinums. So we've got a chunky list to get through here. 1,520 gold, 2,796 silver, and we've got 7,890 bronze. 338 games played, 284 of those completed to 100%, giving Master a completion rate very healthy, 92.23%, which is fantastic. Unearned trophies 1,118, and then we've got 3.25 trophies per day. Some views, no country ranks. Wonder if he's been removed from the leaderboards or something. I know it's not always something they've done. I know Alex got removed for nothing that he'd done. So yeah, just one of those things, and no one really cares about it now anyway, do they, with everyone boosting easy games for the numbers. But yeah, let's crack on, shall we, because we've got a lot to get through. A lot to get through indeed. So starting off with, is this, I don't know if I've seen this before at the beginning of a list. It's not a platinum, unfortunately, but we've got Kill All Zombies. It's a 9 out of 10. It's very weird as well. I always find this strange when you see the guide and it says 12.5 hours. You don't see that very often. The first platinums we've got are actually some easy ones in 36 fragments of midnight. Look at that, Josh. 1 hour 30 minutes. That's what it could have been. Sort of 10 years. We've got Achilles Legends Untold. 100% there in Adventure Capitalist. A couple of easy ones here, actually. This is surprising me because I know I've seen over the last few years since I've known Master absolutely smash out some insane games, which, you know, spoiler alert, if you look at the trophy cabinet, we get a little tease. So we've got some platinums here with arcade game series, with Dig Dug, Gallagher, Pac-Man. Oh, that Pac-Man one drove me crazy. I have said before, but I did this as part of another challenge, seeing it was 2 out of 10. I thought this will take me back to my childhood. Didn't realise that the 2 out of 10 was based on you doing all the save scumming. Otherwise, it's probably a 10. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, nice to see that on there. We've got Arcania, Arizona Sunshine, which is a nice 1.11%. First ultra rare of many, I imagine. What else we've got? So some Assassin's Creed stuff. I know I talk about these quite a lot, so we won't touch on them too much. But yeah, plenty of platinums there across the series. Just missing Revelations. Clearly a fan if you've played this many of them. That's strange to see that one missing, so I do recommend straight away that you go in and do that. It looks like it's been left for, you know, the last couple of years, but, you know, goated gamer like you will have those remaining trophies mopped up in no time, I'm sure. So we've got Astrobot Rescue Mission Platinum, nice. Astro's Playroom Platinum. And then look at this, guys. Look at this. I don't know too much about Badland. I've had a little look at some gameplay, but I don't know what causes the difficulty and the time. But yeah, 8 out of 10, 100 hours, 0.07%, which is absolutely outrageous. That's crazy, man. Very well done. Maybe I should have a little look into this, because I've been doing more difficult games lately due to the ladder challenge. I'm trying to push myself and, you know, get some of these ultra rares. So yeah, we'll maybe put that on the list and see what it's all about. Batman Arkham Knight. That's a shame not to see that finished. Yeah, I'm going to have a little look, because it's with it having 110 trophies. I don't know if you could be one trophy off the platinum and then have just done some DLC. It's difficult to know how far you are away off of that. So I'm going to have a quick look and we'll see what's missing. Let's have a little look. We can easily do this. Let's just filter it by unearned. Keep that nice and quick. So, new story plus, fly under the 3 main bridges, glide for 400 meters. Perform every type of predator takedown, achieve 69 stars in AR challenges, complete the 8 different jumps over 100 meters. So you've actually done what's considered the most difficult trophy, which is the Brutality 101. So all of this is super straightforward. You've definitely got to go in and do that. But yeah, so you must have done a little bit of DLC as you've gone then, if you've got that many trophies on the game. But yeah, so far, AC Revelations, Batman Arkham Knight, get those finished. I don't know too much about Battle Worlds Chrono, so I'm not going to give you a lecture on completing that one. Yeah, I don't know a great deal on that, I'm afraid. Another run of Platinums here. Big Drunk Satanic Massacre, I love that title. So we got Bioshock Trilogy done, very nice. I don't know, I'm repeating myself here, but I do need to carry on with the series. I played the first one, it's an unbelievable game. I got sidetracked with other amazing games and then never carried on with it. I do still need the platinum for the first one, so now that I know that it's easier than expected, I will go in and do that, and then do 2 and Infinite and experience, you know, the whole thing. What else have we got? So Book of Demons. So there's a couple of easy ones. This, yeah, I wasn't expecting this actually. Keeping these ones quiet. Bounty Bullets. Do you know what? For a grub, it's actually pretty fun. I've done this one and Bounty Bullets too. I know, but it's actually okay for those grubby, horrible games. This is one of the ones that is kind of okay, kind of acceptable. It's not a jumping game anyway. Bound, very, very nice. Love to see that. This is one I've just done myself recently as part of the ladder challenge for my 8 out of 10, for those of you who don't know. So this is one that I can comment on. Do you know what? It was difficult, but it's very doable, I would say, for anybody. You've just got to be fairly patient. You know, the no fall run is it's not difficult really at all. Every single section in the game that is an apparent problem is so easy. It's just because the run goes on for so long. I mean, it took me like an hour and 12 minutes or something, which doesn't seem like a long time, but when you are doing that without falling, it feels like forever. But yeah, it's honestly not too bad. Bit of patience you can get with it. And then the other trophy I had to try a couple of times was the completing the 100% of the game within an hour and 5 minutes. So you're picking up all of the shards, the memory shards, and there's lots of them as well, and they're so small. It's very difficult when you are sprinting and jumping around and rolling to make sure you're getting all of them, and then sometimes you can't quite see if you have them all because you're moving so quickly. The best thing to do is, and what I did anyway, was I had a guide running. I would watch kind of maybe 20-30 seconds of the clip, something like that, and then I would pause it. Now with these runs, it actually shows you in the corner the percentage of memory shards you've collected within that level. So all I did was I would look at the guide, see where the percentage was on the video, and then when I got to that point, make sure that mine was the same, so I knew that I hadn't, you know, left anything behind. And that's how I ended up doing it. I think it was like an hour and 4 minutes and 10 seconds or something, only 50 seconds to spare. And yeah, but other than that, it's not so bad, you know. So if you're looking for a sub 1% or even just some ultra rares, and you don't mind a platformer, it's a bit trippy, but if you don't mind a platformer, get it on your list. Bucket Night, another easy. Bud Spencer and Terence Hill Slaps and Beans. What on earth is that? Never heard of it, but that title is amazing. Love it. Bully Platinum, Burnout Paradise, Remastered Platinum. Good bit of fun, Burnout Paradise. Enjoyed my time with that. Couple of COD games. So we've got Platinums and 100%, which makes these all the more impressive. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and then you've done the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered. Unbelievable. But with COD 4, the best Call of Duty game ever for me. Modern Warfare 2 online was just, it was peak, wasn't it? If only we could turn the clocks back to, or the time back to then, just experience it once again. But yeah, I don't think people of today would survive those lobbies, honestly. That was something. Hopefully there's no transcripts lying around, I tell you. Castle Storm, 100%. Just going to have a cheeky drink of my coffee, because throat's going already. Chocobo coffee. Thanks to James. Have a nice mug. Oh, that is lovely. Dow egg bits all the way, guys. Chickens on the Road, Christmas Break, a couple more easies. Commandos 2 HD, only 4 trophies from a couple of years ago. I used to love this game. I played it back on PC when I was a kid, you know, with the Green Beret and the Sapper, the Marine, and I don't know, a lot of you probably already know what it is, but for those who don't, it's kind of like a isometric tactical strategy game where you invading bases and things like that. It's super cool. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it, and I did see it. I didn't realise they were actually on console, I'll be honest with you, until not too long ago. So I might pick it up and just kind of relive some old memories. It'll be really good. Conan Exiles Platinum, and then we have a lot of Crash Platinums, which is amazing. So you've done the trilogy, you've done 4 twice, which is incredible, because I can't even do it once. Maybe now I can, with my new skills, who knows, I'll go back to it. But yeah, it's really, really good, and also you've done Crash Team Racing as well, which is exceptional. I actually find Crash Team Racing harder than 4, weirdly enough, and I would say I'm probably better at racing games than I am platformers. I don't know, weird how, you know, we've different people find different games difficult, some easy. It's strange. Cuphead Platinum 100%, awesome, love that. Missing Croc's World, but that's nothing. It's just 2 out of 4 trophies. Won't get it done. Daggerhood twice, which, and I said this from Bounty Bullets, but this is totally different. Daggerhood is actually a really, really fun game. It's kind of like, imagine Celeste. It kind of is that. It's just so short and so easy to get the platinum that it's kind of considered a grub. But if they'd have just extended the game, or certainly where you get the trophies, this could have been all right. It could have been one of those that were not too bad. But because you can get it in, as you can see here, average around 40 minutes, it's it's considered a bit of a sweaty one, which is a shame. Some 100% there. The seagulls are back. I was actually expecting a bit more. So again, we're in mating season, sat outside the window with all the babies have just hatched and things, and they cause a lot of racket. Days Gone Platinum and the 100%, which is impressive because of the challenge mode. A nice ultra rare there with Detonation. Deep Space Rush twice. Actually, you know, although you've got some incredible games, there's a few sweaty ones creeping in. Learn something new every day about you, M-Master. Defense Grid 2, and then we just pick it back up, don't we? Just redeems himself. Diablo 2 Resurrected, 9 out of 10, 999 hours. Excuse me? I mean, what? And then you've got it again? What? That's outrageous. Someone will need to tell me if these times are accurate or if it can be done a lot quicker. I'm going to assume it's a long time because look at how long it's actually taken. Master, 1 year 3 months for the PS5, and then 2 years 6 days for the PS4. That's crazy. Wow. And clearly a big Diablo fan. Look at this. Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls on both PS3 and 4. Diablo 4 on both the PS4 and PS5 as well. I've never played a Diablo game. I've watched someone play a couple of hours on it. It looked like something I would enjoy. And with Diablo 4 coming out as free now, maybe I should try it. It looks like a bit of a chunky one, but I'm willing to give it a go. I always want to try something at least once. Donut County looks like a lot of fun. I haven't played it, but it does look pretty cool. Doom, another ultra rare, 8 out of 10. Tasty. Then we've got the Doom 2016, Doom and Doom 2 on both PS4 and 5. I'm loving all these series completions. This is great. Although I enjoy Doom, I'm not, like, my knowledge of it isn't the best. I don't know if this is a full series completion, but it looks sexy as, doesn't it? It looks really, really good. I think the only thing I've got this for is the jumping collection, so I need to change that. But no, this is exceptional. Some nice ultra rares throughout as well. Lovely. And then you've got Doom the Dark Ages, which is very recent, of course. It's a new game. Last trophy was popped over a month ago. I don't know if... are you saving it for a milestone or something gone wrong? Probably a milestone. I'm going to go with the more promising. Hopefully nothing's bugged out. Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine. Dear me. Dragon Pinball, Duke Nukem 3D Platinums, nice. Missing the platinum on that Elemental War 2. I'm not familiar with this. LX and LX2. Yeah. 4 and 5 out of 10s, 55 hours, 80 hours. Yeah, I've not heard of them. Easy one in Energy Cycle. Maybe skip over the easy ones now when we see those. Platinum and 100% for Fallout 4. Got a platinum for Far Cry Primal. Yeah, only 2 Far Cry games, and you've left what I and most people consider the best one, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, to see you've only got Primal finished when it's one of the weaker ones, I would say, if not the worst. Not because it's a bad game, it's just I don't know. Maybe the time period and the weapons you have, it's probably not as good as some of the others. Yeah, some more easies in here. What's this? Flockers. 6 out of 10, 30 hours. 8 years, 2 weeks to finish. Wow, that's some cleanup. 4.51% as well. Cheeky ultra rare. People start writing this down. Foxyland. I said I'd skip over them, didn't I? Caught my attention. Yeah, we'll skip over the easy ones, definitely. We've also got... Do you know what? I know I said I'd skip the easy ones, but I'm actually going to tell a little bit of a story on this. Because, yeah, it was actually my 100th. I know, how silly am I? So this was... If I remember rightly, I don't think I had PSN profiles at this point, so I wasn't really that familiar with like Milestones and that being a thing. I was just doing games and getting platinums, and I wasn't really paying too much attention. And then I got PSN profiles. I had a look at my Milestones, seeing how, like, well, it's not the most important thing, but it looks cool, doesn't it? Just to have something there to remember, like whether it be one of your favourite games or something that was quite difficult. It's nice to have that reminder. But yeah, I looked at it and I was like, Gem Smashers, amazing. Yeah. So that was a bit of a mistake. Look at all this as well. This is sexy. Love this. Look at all these God of Wars. Wow. Very special. What's your favourite God of War game, guys? Let me know in the comments. I think for me it's probably the new one, God of War, the reboot, if you like, or the soft reboot. I always got to say the years at 2018, 2019. Honestly, the years are just flying by now. Like, it doesn't feel like that long ago that God of War came out. It was like 7 years ago or something. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, Grand Ages Medieval, ultra rare, lovely. And we've got some nice GTA games in there as well. The most impressive one, of course, being GTA 4, sub 1%. Love that. Very, very nice indeed. Helldivers, which is a 6 out of 10 100-hour platinum. Very nice. 5 years, 8 months. The cleanup on that, really good. I mean, that's including the 100%. So maybe the platinum was done a bit before. Yeah, very, very good. Hitman Go, Hoggy, some more sweaty stuff. Nice to see some Horizon Platinums on there. And then another game. Sorry, I feel like I'm just turning this into my own little review, but it's just because I've done it and I'm still incredibly excited. So a bit like Bound, I don't think Iron Bread is as difficult as people say. I really, really don't. Don't get me wrong, it can be incredibly frustrating, especially at the beginning when you're just starting to get a feel for the controls. They do feel incredibly janky. Physics feel like they're a bit all over the place, but honestly, once you get to grips with how, the bread or the bagel, the baguette, the cracker, whichever mode you're in, once you understand how it works, it really, really isn't so bad. A massive shout out to Bushido Cypher for his guide that I followed, because showing me the small item flying glitch and kind of how that works, how each of the levels are meant to be done, was a massive help to me. But honestly, it really, really isn't bad. There's a couple of levels that will take you a bit of time, and then you've got the cheese hunt mode, that's specifically the garden level. It's quite frustrating. I actually spent about 10 hours just on that one level. you just have to get that perfect run. Something always happens, you know, you lose integrity, or you just don't get a jump quite right, or the cheese just won't stick to the cracker, so you're constantly flipping back and forth trying to grab it, and then you lose time. And the time of 2 minutes 20 or 21 is just ridiculous, really. You've got to be close to perfect. I did it with like 2 seconds left. It was a joke, but honestly, it's not so bad. You know, myself and Aidan have both done this for the ladder challenge, and we've done it quite quickly, like within a week or so. So it's very doable. So if you do fancy a bit of a challenge, you know, give it a try. It's really not as bad as people say. And I did it in 30 hours. You know, people are saying it takes 40 and then upwards of 100 hours sometimes. I think that's a load of nonsense unless you're absolutely rubbish at games. But honestly, give it a try. Give it a try. Enough about bread. I said I didn't want to see or talk about bread anymore. So yeah, let's move on, shall we? So we've got some platinums here for platinums is just the one, just Second Son. Go and play First Light. Do some of the others. They're good games. I really need Sucker Punch to bring another game out. Stop focusing on Ghost, even though Ghost is great. Another amazing platinum here with Injustice, 0.22%. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Skip over those easy ones. So we've got Jack 2 and 3, but no Precursor Legacy. You're going to have to get that in there just to have the trilogy done. Maybe some Jack X Combat Racing, some Just Cause games. I enjoy these, you know. They're a lot of fun. You never see them. I know they're not the best games in the world. I'm not trying to say that. But you never really see anyone talk about them. And they are honestly so much fun. And isn't that what gaming is meant to be about? You know, we're meant to be enjoying ourselves and causing a bit of havoc and having fun. When I talk to people generally about gaming, I don't know, I just feel like Just Cause never gets a mention. And it's cool as, you know, it's really cool. I can put balloons on a cow and watch it fly away and spin round. Who doesn't want to do that? No, it's good fun. It really is. I think there's something a bit like Far Cry. You just cause a bit of carnage, have some mindless fun, you know, kind of shut off your brain for a second. Nothing's too difficult, and you know, just enjoy yourself. Be very creative, can't you, with the way you take down bases and things like that. Got Knack 1 and 2 done. Nice. Very impressed with Knack 1. Has that been downgraded? Yeah, I'm pretty certain that used to be a 6 out of 10. I don't know if something's changed or if there's an easier way now, but yeah, I'm sure it was a 6, and it was quite tricky doing it on the hardest difficulty, I'll be honest. Sorry guys, just needed another drink. Not easy talking for this length of time. Lara Croft Go, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered Platinum. Damn. Yeah, a bit of DLC taking that percentage down. It's really frustrating. Make a separate list. This is what we need. It's not fair for those who, you know, I'm a completionist myself, or I try to be, so I will pick up DLC. But for those who don't want to play it, it really annoys me. It really annoys me that this percentage goes down so much. What's happened here? Soul Reaver 2, get that removed. One Lego game. Lego Ninjago. Crazy. Of all the Lego games, definitely one of the... I enjoyed it. It was fun. I love Lego. Lego's great, but certainly one of the weaker ones. Yeah, oh my god. I hate seeing this, you know. So this is another game that I did when I was on my little run of easy games, and I'm not joking when I say this. This is probably it's up there with Orc Slayer, put it that way, and Bird Game Plus. It's in that little conversation of one of the worst games ever made. Trust me. And I really hate it when people go, oh, Death Stranding's the worst game ever made. Anthem's the worst game ever made. Oh my god, Mass Effect Andromeda. I've never seen anything so trash. No, come on. This is the worst game ever made. Let's be realistic. You know, let's be honest. Death Stranding isn't the worst game ever made, is it? It's something like this, and it's absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Thankfully, it did only take about an hour, because it was horrible. Oh, that hurt, that. So we've got Mace Tower Defense, Mafia Trilogy, nice. Really happy to have played Mafia 2. more ladder challenge speak. Yeah, I did Mafia 2 for my 6. I know it says 4 here, but the PS4 guide, for whatever reason, I don't know if there is any differences, but the PS4 guide is a 6. Yeah, and it completes the trilogy for me. Really good game, really, really good. Glad I got to play it, and it's such a good series. Even the third one, I'm not going to speak badly of the third one. It was the first game that I played in the series, and maybe I enjoy it more because I didn't have an expectation at that point. But I enjoy them all. I do think they get worse. I'll be honest with that. I think Mafia is levels above, and then they gradually drop in quality. But they're still all good. They're still all good. But yeah, Mafia is unreal. Really good game. Magica 2, 1.33%. Lovely. Got the Platinum for Maquette, very good. Got Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales done twice. Awesome. Get Spider-Man 2 played. Unbelievable game. Yes, Dave, it is unbelievable. What you're saying is utter rubbish. Can't accept that. Unbelievable. Medieval done a lot of times. What have we got here? So Medieval on the PS4 and 5. Medieval Remake on the PS4, and then we've got Medieval Resurrection on both PS4 and PS5. Awesome, love that. We've got the Middle-earth games done, nice. Shadow of War and Mordor, lovely. Very nice indeed. Mighty number 9, so I have looked at this. I did look at it for the challenge as well for my 5, because one of my goals was to get sub 1%. Try and bring my average rarity down, but I've heard a lot of people say it's definitely harder than a 5. I'd be interested to see what you guys who have played it would say to that. But yeah, a lot of people I've spoke to say it's definitely above that. It ranges. I've heard people say more like an 8. Some people said 6s and 7s, but I don't know if anyone's ever said a 5's a fair rating. Maybe you could tell me. Maybe give that a go, at some point. Minecraft Platinum and 100%. Just skipping over again some of these easy ones. These are going back a few years ago as well. I wonder if there was a point you were maybe doing what I was doing and just trying to, kind of stat pad a little bit, and maybe you did care about the leaderboards at one point. I don't know when you were removed from them, but maybe you could let me know. Mortal Kombat X, which is ultra rare as well. Nice. Moss, Mayo Trilogy, of course. I still don't know whether I want to do Remeo, honestly. I don't know if I just do it for the memes, but yeah, I'm not too sure, because it's going to just immediately hurt my average rarity, which I'm working so hard on bringing down at the moment. We'll see. I did say I would no more easies, but maybe I do it just because it's Mayo. Need for Speed, and what's most impressive about this, guys, because on the face of it we're just looking at a 2 out of 10 15 hours, but the DLC is no joke. It's like a 9 out of 10 100-hour DLC or something, so this is incredibly impressive, I'll be very honest. So you've got Hot Pursuit Remastered done, which again is no easy feat. The rubber banding in this game is a joke, honestly. It's a very, very frustrating Need for Speed game, I would say. Neo, very nice. Lovely Platinum, just missing some DLC trophies. We've got Oblitter Races, 100%. Got some Oddworld stuff in there. Abe's Exodus, New and Tasty, and Soulstorm Plats. Oh, and of course Stranger's Wrath HD. Missing the Platinum for Ollie Ollie World. I haven't had a trophy since May 24, but I know someone like yourself could definitely get that done, so that should absolutely go on the list. Orcs Must Die 3. Orcs Must Die Unchained. Now unobtainable. 400 hours. 0.1% platinum rarity. Wow. That is crazy. Got the platinum on Path of Exile as well, which is a 7 out of 10. 250 hours. That's crazy. 0.65. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Got Plague Inc. Evolved. PlayStation VR Worlds Platinum, which is a 0.6 as well. Some really tasty ones here with Path of Exile, PlayStation VR Worlds, unreal. Oh, that was good. Excuse me, guys. That was lovely, that coffee, if I must say so myself. This one we're going to excuse because Headmaster is German, so maybe he's just done that to get it on the list. I like it. I do like it. Rad Rogers 100%. And then we've got Ratchet and Clank, the 2016 reboot. We've also got Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time from the PS3, and then Rift Apart as well. Rift Apart, so beautiful, man. Such a beautiful game, love it. So what we're missing here, so you've got the Rayman Legends Platinum on the PS4, but not PS3, and unfortunately Ubisoft have turned the servers off now, haven't they, for this one? I don't know if you've got the unobtainables and if this is still doable, but if not, unfortunately we're a bit stuck with that one. But we do have the Platinum for Rayman Origins, which is an 8 out of 10. Wow. Platinum on Red Dead on the PS3, and then we've got a Platinum for Remnant from the Ashes as well, which is good stuff. We've got Replica 100%. Wow, this is upsetting. See, there's only one Resident Evil game, first of all, which, if you're going to play a one, it wouldn't be Resident Evil 7 for me. I loved it, don't get me wrong, I'm a big Resident Evil fan, I love all of the games, but if I was going to have a dabble at something, it wouldn't be my first choice. And, you've left it, 26 trophies, man. It's a shame. Such a good game, it really, really is. Very different to what Resident Evil was up to that point. You know, I know since then we've had Village and things, which is kind of that first person, focus, but yeah, it was very different, but I really enjoyed it, and it was terrifying. I've gone back to it quite recently to do the Madhouse run, and the way it makes you feel when you know that one or two hits gets you killed, it's a totally different experience. I know I had the circular saw and things at that point, which really helps, but yeah, the fear that it puts on you is insane. I don't know, maybe that's just me, I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, so everyone else probably just breezed through it, I don't know. Restless Night Platinum, Rise of the Tomb Raider Platinum, and the 100%, which is really good to see, because there is an absolute shit ton of trophies in this game, guys. 125 to be precise, so very, very well done. Got some more Platinums. Risen 2 Dark Waters, awesome. Risen 3 Titan Lords, done twice, love that. Missing the 100% on Risk. Got an ultra rare there with Rive. Robocop Rogue City, great game. Another one I did for the ladder challenge for the 3 out of 10. Super fun game, honestly. I know it's not a big AAA title, but for what it was, a lot of fun. It really was. I felt like Robocop. I was able to, take out hordes of bad guys in crazy ways. Heads, flying everywhere. It was good fun, honestly. Really, really good. Go and play it, while it's free. It's not too long. It's easy. There's nothing like really missable or anything. It's just a nice chilled experience, and yeah, you get to feel like Robocop. Some people will complain it's a bit slow moving, but you're Robocop, right? You're meant to be a juggernaut and feeling heavy. That's the whole point. If you find it slow, you're impatient. Royal Defense 100%, nice. Got some more sweaty ones, and then Sacred 2 Fallen Angel, which is insane. Got a lot of games which are not only incredibly difficult, but they're so long as well. So fair play for persevering and pushing yourself to get these done, because there's quite a few now which are plus 100 hours. But yeah, very nice. Ultra rare again in Serious Sam collection, lovely. Shadow of the Beast Platinum, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Platinum, and 100%. Not as difficult as Rise in terms of the 100%, but still very impressive. Got Shoe done twice on the PS4 and Vita. Skyscrapers, Slide. Yeah, a lot of people have Slide. 21 seconds, crazy, man. It's crazy that there's a game where you just find a puzzle and move something once and literally all trophies pop. That's probably worse than a jumping game, really, isn't it? Some unfinished Sonic games. Alex will not be happy. He will be hunting you down, Master. What's wrong here? Why haven't you finished these? I do feel bad myself, because me growing up, I was more Mega Drive over Nintendo. I did have both, but I preferred Sonic. And the only thing I've really got on my list is Team Sonic Race, and I do need to maybe add some proper Sonic titles, because yeah, huge fan growing up, and yeah, I really should do that. I'm not sure where would be the best place to start now, and in terms of difficulty as well, and then maybe work my way through them. But yeah, maybe someone could let me know. South of the Circle, 100%. We've got Battle for Bikini Bottom Platinum, but you've left the Cosmic Shake on 3 trophies. Why, Master? Why? It's good fun. It's good fun. I really enjoyed it. Spy Chameleon, and then we've got the Spyro trilogy. Really, really good. Steins Gate done. Styx Master of Shadows, which is a nice ultra rare. Subnautica Platinum. Pseudo Cats, 100%. Any game with cats, let's put that on the list. Some more easy ones, but then look at this. Right in the middle of these Super Destronaut games. Super Meat Boy, wow. And Super Meat Boy Forever, wow. Yeah, both 10 out of 10, both 100 hours, both insanely difficult. Little difference in rarity, so you've got 0.48% for Super Meat Boy and 3.32 for Forever. Insane. Very, very well done. Love that. And then we'll skip the next 2, but then the one after that is also another difficult one as well. Another one from Bossa Games, who do Iron Bread, which is Surgeon Simulator. 8 out of 10, 0.62%, which is crazy. Maybe I'll try that at some point. I need to play some... I mean, I'm playing Wolf 2 at the moment for the challenge, but honestly, once that's done, I'm going to be playing 3 out of 10s, I think, for the next year. I need a break. I'm going to bed at night and I can still see pieces of bread flipping and the character from Bound jumping over gaps. It's getting a bit silly. Need some easy games. My brain's absolutely frazzled. So we've got Sven completely screwed. What is that? Swordbreaker Platinum, Teslagrad Platinum. I like Teslagrad. Good game. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. Some of the scrolls were a nightmare to get, but you'd fall all the way down and have to find your way up. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Look at that as well. Wow. Tetris Effect Platinum, guys. 10 out of 10. 150 hours. 0.52%. Crazy. Skyrim Platinum and 100%. Again, not the most difficult this time, but another game that's plus 100 hours. Very, very nice. This is awesome. Really, really good list. And Master, you've got some absolutely banging games in here. Wow. Yeah, very, very good. So we've got The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. 1, 2, 3. Nice. The Long Reach Platinum. Impressive. There's another long game there. 250 hours for the Lord of the Rings adventure card game, but unfinished, unfortunately. It says it's 2 out of 10. Doesn't look like the most difficult. Just long, maybe. Hopefully you can get that done, but nothing earned since August 24, so I don't know if you've given up. The Order 1886. Brilliant game, in my opinion. A little short, but really good. And maybe it being longer might have ruined it. It was so solid, wasn't it? It was so tightly knit and to the point. Great gameplay, good little story. Yeah, I feel like we need a second one, definitely. Playroom VR done. The Rift Breaker done. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I just know that Craig's knees are going to be shaking. Be getting a bit weak. Wow. Very nice. So we've got The Witcher 3. 4 times. And the 100% 4 times. Wow. That's great. I love that. So you've got just the normal edition. You've done on the PS4. You've then done the North America complete edition, and then the Game of the Year edition, and also the PS5. Wow. And I haven't got it once, and I claim it to be in my top 5 games of all time. I need to change that. Honestly, once this challenge is done, I know I said 3 out of 10s, but it's going to have to be high on my list of games to go back to, for sure. A few games missing here, but then we've got Platinums for Titan Quest and the Division 1 and 2. Awesome. I need to go back to the Division 2. Just dropped the DLC, haven't they? So I'm going to have to go back in. I didn't have the 100% anyway, but, with it's kind of the percentage dropping now, the overall, it's bugged me a little bit because it was in the 90s. So yeah, we'll definitely go back. Platinum for the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, so you've got that trilogy finished, that's good. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 done twice as well. There's another couple of games, guys, that M-Master's just absolutely smashed. Some unbelievable games on here, this is ridiculous. Torchlight 2 done, very good. Trackmania missing though. I did expect, if someone had said to me Trackmania's on the list, do you think he's done it? I would have said yes, absolutely. Considering you've done all these other ones, you've got to get that finished. Not that I can say anything that's unfinished on mine, but yeah, I know you can do that, definitely. Tropico 5, ultra rare, lovely. Unravel, which I don't think is a 3 out of 10. This is another one of those games where I don't think the guides, it's not the most difficult, but there's still a fair bit of skill involved, I would say, with like doing the levels without dying and stuff. So I think a 4 is probably fair, as a 4 at a minimum, really. Some players might find that even a bit more difficult. Vampire done, awesome. Victor Vran, 7 out of 10, 85 hours. Vikings Wolves of Midgard, 8 out of 10. Another ultra rare there, 2.86%. That's crazy. And we're getting towards the bottom here, guys. We've got Watch Dogs. And before I do Watch Dogs, yeah, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 unfinished. This is from January 25. Maybe having a break from it, but from what I've seen, it looks such a good game. We've got to get that finished. But yeah, one Watch Dogs game, platinum 100%, which is good. And then look at all this Wolfenstein stuff. Just rubbing it in a little bit here with Wolf 2. So you got the 100% on Wolfenstein 3D. You've gone through the pain of Mein Leben twice, and you've done the 100%. So you've done all those DLCs as well, which is crazy. The others obviously aren't as difficult, but still it's really good to see. You've got New Order done 3 times, and the Old Blood done twice. Clearly a big fan of the series. This is great. You've done World War C as well, which is no, easy feat. 7 out of 10, 150 hours. Another juicy ultra rare. That's crazy. And yeah, it doesn't stop. Look at this. Sub 1% for Worms Battlegrounds. Then you've got a 1.21% platinum with Worms Rumble, which is only 4 out of 10, but again, 100 hours. Wow. And then we're finishing off with Exmorph Defense, yet another Zombie Defense HD. Zoroptian Invasion done twice. And then the final one on the list, guys, Zombie Driver Immortal Edition. Wow. That is some list, Master. You should be very proud of yourself, bud. Let's just have a little look at a few things then before we sort of wrap up. So the first trophy was just over 11 years ago, which was the first trophy you got on GTA 5. Welcome to Los Santos, which is cool. First platinum, father and son from God of War. What a good first platinum to have. What makes this even more impressive as well is the first platinum was actually only 6 years ago. First trophy was 11, so you had no platinum for 5 years. Maybe you just dabbled in gaming and weren't too bothered. That's crazy. But to say you've then got everything else that you have on this list in the last 6 years is wild. That's incredibly impressive. Love that. Very, very nice. 10th platinum, Slide. Whoops. 20th Titan Quest, 30th Doom Eternal, 40th God of War again with Chains of Olympus, 50th Witcher 3, great milestone, love that. 75th was Foxyland 2, nice 100th as well with Wolf 2, perfect. Got Shoe for the 125th, Crash 4 for 150, and again another great milestone, love that. 175 for Injustice, Amazing Super Meat Boy for 200. So clearly there's some planning going on here, isn't there? Badland for 225. That's insane. And GTA 5 for 250. Unreal. Some great milestones in there. 731 ultra rares. Lovely. And look at this. Clearly Badland was going to take over, wasn't it? Because the trophies so rare. That's crazy. Yeah, very, very nice. And yeah, I did catch the trophy cabinet. Maybe you guys did as well. And I kind of get it looking at what's there. Like you've got Mein Leben in twice. There's stuff from Super Meat Boy with Impossible Boy. Generally the last trophy you'll get. You've got Ultimate Battler from Injustice. So yeah, I kind of get it, but I'm just confused. Why not just put the platinums in for some of these? Let's get some of your rarest ones in. Badland and Wolf 2 and Super Meat Boy. Yeah, maybe you could tell me why the platinums aren't there. Usually I can see a pattern. Some people go for the trophy names, don't they? But yeah, interesting. Maybe these are the hardest trophies within those games, and that's what you wanted to show off. But yeah, very, very good. It's an unbelievable list. It really, really is. In terms of stats, let's have a quick look. I'm curious about this activity, yeah. So really, from where the profile started, it was nothing really. Maybe you were just a casual gamer, you were just dipping in and out of stuff, which is what I think a lot of us forget sometimes. We've almost lost ourselves a little bit with the hunt, to just play games as and when you want for fun. But then it really picks up, really picks up. I mean, I'm not going to sit and add these up, but you've probably got more here in these kind of 6 months, December 19 to June 20, than you have over the last 6 years. That's crazy. But yeah, unbelievable. Absolutely smashing it, dude. I mean, you can see there, look as well. Look at the progression, and then it just... I'm going to move that down because my fat head's in the way. Yeah, it just absolutely flies up. That's crazy. Love it. Average rarity, 42.05, which, yeah, is great. I've always said, around here is what you'd expect. But this would be a lot lower, wouldn't it, if it wasn't for a lot of the grubby games, and that's where I've gone wrong as well. This would be well into the low 30s, I would imagine, without the shovelware, 100%. But yeah, so good. Likes and dislikes, which is something we're doing now, aren't we? With likes, obviously, for a number of reasons. It's the series completions. I love what I was seeing with like God of War, for example. It's always great to see a full list of games like that. Some of the ultra rares you've got. Very jealous of obviously Wolf 2 and Crash 4, Super Meat Boy, some of the others, but I don't know much about them, so it's hard to say too much. But yeah, in terms of likes, it's just some unbelievable games on here, isn't there? In terms of dislikes, I know I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite here, but I think some of the shovelware games really ruins the list. I know I feel like I'm being harsh there, because some of these games are absolutely outrageous, and then you get a run of like Foxylands and Super Destronaut, and it takes you away from the amazing accomplishments. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to go the other side of it and play loads of more difficult games and more well-known games that you don't notice the grubs in between. So hopefully it kind of overshadows those a little bit eventually. But yeah, that's the only thing I could really say. Other than that, there's maybe a couple of games that have been left unfinished, but that's not a big deal. Maybe they're on the list for you to do as well. But other than that, it's absolutely insane. Obviously, looking at this as well, it doesn't look like you've had a trophy for over a month. So I don't know if you're just taking a break. Hopefully everything's okay, bud. I know you've been a bit quieter in the server as well. So yeah, hopefully you're all right. Reach out if there's anything you need. But yeah, good times. Really enjoyed that, and it was nice to get stuck back into a list, and a very, very good one at that as well. But yeah, look forward to doing more of these and doing them more regularly as well. If you stayed till the end, I do really, really appreciate it, guys. It would mean a lot if you were to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. We're on a real push to 1K, so it really, really would help the channel. And whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and keep on keeping on.